water cycle. The water available on planet Earth is the same water that has always been available and the only water that will ever be available. If you think about it, water never stays in one place for too long. Water is always in the move, traveling on a never-ending cyclical journey from Earth and sky. It is referred to as water cycle or the hydrologic cycle. So come and join us. Water cycle, also known as hydrologic cycle or the H2O cycle, describes the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the surface of the Earth. The mass of the water on Earth remains fairly constant over time, but the partitioning of the water on it into major reservoirs of ice, fresh water, saline water, atmospheric water is a variable depending on a wide range of climatic variables. The water moves from one reservoir to another such that from the river to ocean or from the ocean to the atmosphere by the physical processes of evaporation, condensation, precipitation, infiltration, runoff, and subsurface flow. In doing so, the water goes through different phases: liquid, solid or ice, and gas as vapor.
Evaporation, the transformation of water from liquid to gas phases as it moves from the ground or bodies of water into the overlying atmosphere. The source of energy for evaporation is primarily solar radiation. Evaporation often implicitly includes transpiration from plants, though together they are specifically referred to as evapotranspiration. Condensation. Condensation is the transformation of water vapor to liquid water droplets in the air, creating clouds and fog. Precipitation. Precipitation is condensed water vapor that falls to the Earth's surface. Most precipitation occurs as rain, but also includes snow, hail, fog drip, graupel, and sleet.
The evaporative phase of the cycle purifies water, which then replenishes the land with fresh water. The flow of liquid water and ice transport minerals across the globe. It is also involved in reshaping the geological features of the Earth through the processes of erosion and sedimentation. The water cycle is essential for the maintenance of most life and ecosystems on the planet.
The sun, which drives the water cycle, heats water in oceans and seas. Water evaporates as water vapor into the air. Ice, rain, and snow can sublimate directly into water vapor. Evapotranspiration is water transpired from plants and evaporated from the soil. Water vapor molecule has less density compared to the major components of the atmosphere, nitrogen and oxygen. Due to the significant difference in molecular mass, water vapor in gas form gain height in open air as a result of buoyancy. However, as altitude increases, air pressure decreases and temperature drops. The lowered temperature causes water vapor to condense into tiny liquid water droplets, which is heavier than the air, such that it falls unless supported by an updraft. A huge concentration of these droplets over a large space up in the atmosphere become visible as cloud. Fog is formed if the water vapor condensed near ground level, as a result of moist air and cool air collision or an abrupt reduction in the pressure. Air currents move water vapor around the globe. Cloud particles collide, grow and fall out of the upper atmospheric layers as precipitation. Some precipitation falls as snow or hail, sleet, and can accumulate as ice caps and glaciers, which can store frozen water for thousands of years. Most water falls back into the oceans or onto land as rain, where the water flows over the ground as surface runoff. A portion of runoff rivers in valleys in the landscape with stream flow moving water towards the oceans. Runoff and water emerging from the ground may be stored as fresh water in lakes. Not all runoff flows into rivers. Much of it soaks into the ground and replenishes aquifers, which can store fresh water for long periods of time. Some infiltration stays close to the land surface and can seep back into the surface water bodies as groundwater discharge. Some groundwater finds openings in the land surface and comes out as freshwater springs. In river valleys and floodplains, there is often continuous water exchange between surface water and groundwater in the hyporheic zone. Over time, the water returns to the ocean to continue the water cycle.
Cycle also involves the exchange of energy, which leads to temperature changes. For instance, when water evaporates, it takes up energy from its surroundings and cools the environment. These heat exchanges influence climate. So, from what we have just discussed, what is water cycle for you? Well, I think for me, Jude, water cycle is an unending process. Thanks for watching. I hope you've learned. Again, this is Jude Abelio. Bye-bye. Always in the mood, traveling on a never-ending technical movement. What is water cycle for you? I hope you have learned from what we have just discussed today.
One, two.
The evaporative phase of the cycle